Animal Crossing is a franchise most are familiar with. You socialize with a bunch of talking animals, dig up fossils, decorate your home, live a relatively calm but fulfilling life. New Horizons specifically pushes the whole customizing your island aspect, giving you tools to change the terrain and place all kinds of furniture outside. And yet with all this power to build your dream island, there's one key feature that many find underwhelming. Somehow, with over 400 villagers available, many feel like they don't really stand out, and it's due to the villagers' personality, more precisely their lack of it. For example, in previous games, villagers were prone to be very sarcastic and would not hold back insulting you. Meanwhile, in New Horizons, if you deliberately bully them, most of the time their reaction is a rather polite "stop it, will ya?" It could be argued that many villagers from New Horizons have been lobotomized, stripped from all personality that's deemed too rude, just like with the gradual removal of Rossetti. Besides being objectively annoying, he also was subjectively scary to a lot of children. Personally, I found him funny. But Nintendo can't afford to have children crying over being mocked and scolded by virtual animals. It gives a bad impression to the parents who purchase the games. So naturally, many people are going to state that newer Animal Crossings are worse. At least that's what they say online. Nintendo just made the game too safe with stale villagers, and now it doesn't have any recreational value. But I don't think that's true. Evidently, the level of rudeness and sassiness of the villagers has been reduced, but not entirely removed. I wouldn't go as far as to say that they're just shells of what they used to be. They're just less likely to attack the player verbally. But why does it feel like they keep repeating the same dialogues? I bet those darn developers barely wrote anything. Again, that's not entirely true. New Leaf's total word count is reportedly around 1 million words. New Horizons' word count is not precisely known, with estimates ranging from 600,000 words to all the way up to 2 million. Still, 600,000 words is quite a lot of dialogue, almost as many words as the Old Testament. But the reason why players may feel like they're stuck in a loop is due to how the game is designed. Villagers do have lots of dialogue, but only for very specific scenarios. Scenarios that the player may never even encounter. Meanwhile, the amount of dialogue for common scenarios is much less than the arbitrary ones, so the likelihood of getting the same line increases. To some extent, it means that to get more varied dialogue out of the characters, the player should engage in other activities. So what does this mean? Are all these complaints of villagers being boring just slander by players that aren't doing things correctly? They're playing the game wrong? How can such a question be made for a game that has no right or wrong way of being played? Many players like to 100% the game, per se, by fully playing the rent, collecting every bug, fish and fossil, obtaining every crafting recipe and alike. But many others simply prefer a more casual play, taking some pretty pictures, gifting their loved ones a fruit basket, and never fully paying Tom Nook. And yet people firmly believe and will tell you that Animal Crossing was always about one thing in particular. Many will tell you it was always about socializing, being a good neighbor. Others will say it was always about making your dream town, having the highest rated place, or playing with real people, your friends. And all of these are valid reasons because you were always the one making the rules as you played. You play the game your way, setting your own goals, and that's what makes it so unique. And there's nothing wrong with that because there was never a right way to play. In my opinion, there are no bad Animal Crossing games. In my opinion, there are mostly no bad Animal Crossing games, and while I do find myself revisiting my old towns from New Leaf and even City Folk instead of playing the newer one, it doesn't mean that I don't appreciate it just for being different. It's good to think that someone right now is playing Animal Crossing, whichever version. It could be Animal Forest, Pocket Camp, Wild World, and they're just having a blast, and that they can confidently say that this is their Animal Crossing. And in the end, I think that's what matters the most. Thank you guys for watching technically my first video essay. What do you guys think? Do you share my opinion or do you think I'm full of crap? Tell me so in the comments. If you really enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It means the world to me. I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.